Arjun Mehta grew up in a small town in India, in a family that could barely make ends meet. His father worked as a mechanic in a tiny garage, while his mother sold homemade pickles in the local market. Money was always tight, and life was a daily struggle. From a very young age, Arjun learned what it meant to hear, "No. No, we can't afford this. No, we can't go there. No, you can't have that." But deep inside, Arjun carried a secret belief that he was meant for something bigger. He didn't know what it was, but he had a burning desire to change his life and the lives of those around him. When Arjun was 17, his father fell ill. The family had no savings and no health insurance. Arjun was forced to drop out of school and work in the same garage his father had worked in for 20 years. He hated it, not because the work was bad, but because he felt trapped. Every day, as he wiped grease from his hands, he thought, "Is this all my life is going to be?" One evening, he saw a customer arrive at the garage in a sleek black car, the most expensive Arjun had ever seen. The man stepped out in a sharp suit, confident, smiling, radiating success. Arjun couldn't stop thinking, what does he do? And why can't I be like him? A few days later, Arjun overheard a group of young men talking about online business at a tea stall. Words like freelancing, digital marketing, and startups were flying around. Arjun didn't understand much, but he understood one thing. There was a world beyond the garage. That night, with no laptop, no smartphone, and barely any money, Arjun walked to the nearest cyber cafe. For Rs 20 an hour, he started searching on Google. How to make money online. The first few weeks were a mess. Scams, useless articles, and information overload. But he didn't give up. Every night after work, he would walk 3 kilometers to the cafe, spend whatever money he could spare, and learn something new. Failure after failure. Arjun's first online project was selling handmade keychains his mother made. He listed them on a small e-commerce site, hoping for big orders. He got 3 orders, all from relatives. Next, he tried blogging. He stayed up nights writing articles on car maintenance tips, because that's all he knew, but barely 10 people read them. Most people would have quit. But Arjun kept telling himself, every failure is just a step closer to success. One evening at the cafe, Arjun stumbled upon a free webinar on freelance digital marketing. He watched it, took furious notes, and realized something. Every business needs customers, and if you can bring them customers online, they will pay you. Arjun decided to master digital marketing. For the next 6 months, he lived like a machine. Morning to evening, working at the garage, evening to night, learning online marketing at the cafe, late night, practicing on free tools. He took free courses, read blogs, watched YouTube tutorials. Slowly, he began offering his services on freelancing platforms for as low as $5. One day, a client from Canada hired Arjun to run a Facebook ad campaign for his small bakery. Arjun charged just $20. He worked for 7 days straight, barely sleeping, testing ad copies, learning on the go. When the campaign brought in over 200 new customers for that bakery, the client was thrilled. He paid Arjun a $200 bonus, 10 times the agreed amount. That $200 was more money than Arjun had ever held in his life. It wasn't just about the money, it was proof that he could do this. Word spread. One happy client recommended him to another, then another. Within 2 years, Arjun quit the garage and started his own digital marketing agency from a rented one-room apartment. He faced challenges, clients who didn't pay, campaigns that failed, sleepless nights, but he never went back to square one. His skills, reputation, and income grew steadily. 5 years after his first $200 project, Arjun walked into the same garage where he once worked, but this time, not in oil-stained clothes. He wore a tailored suit. He had just bought the garage, not to run it, but to turn it into a free training center for local youth who wanted to learn digital skills. His father, standing in the corner, had tears in his eyes. "I thought you'd spend your life here, son, but you showed me how far a dream can take you." Lessons from Arjun's journey. Start with what you have. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Arjun started with Rs 20 and a cyber cafe. Learn before you earn. He spent months gaining skills before making his first big income. Failure is a teacher. Every failed attempt brought him closer to what worked. Never forget where you came from. Arjun's greatest pride was giving back to his community. Today, Arjun Mehta's agency serves clients in over 10 countries, and he mentors hundreds of young entrepreneurs. His story reminds us of one thing: success is never about where you start, but about how far you're willing to go